I want to talk about whatever the fuck Elon Musk is doing in the US Treasury because people have been like, oh, he's like stealing all of our social security numbers because the tax records information he's able to access or his cronies are, whatever the fuck. And as an accountant, as a bookkeeper, as a tax preparer, because I am a tax preparer, I wanted to give my thoughts on this. I deal with a lot of people's sensitive financial information. I do their books. I do file payroll and sales tax returns for some of my clients. And the information that I deal with has to do with my clients' sensitive and confidential financial and tax data. So it's very important to me, not only for my personal finances, for my business, but for my clients as well, that I have things in place to safeguard taxpayer information. In fact, as a tax preparer, I'm legally required to have safeguards in place for my clients' tax information. Thinking about this or seeing like what the fuck all is going on, I mean, I am concerned because like I don't want fucking randos to just be having my tax information, my social security number, financial data, all that stuff. But what I did a long time ago, what I encourage everybody to do, is to set up two-factor authentication on any account that has your financial information. And that includes accounts where you've like saved a payment card or saved your checking account. So not only utility accounts and stuff, but your Netflix account and your HBO Max account and anything that you log in and you submit payment information, that login, your account, you should make sure that two-factor authentication is turned on. The next thing that I do is I have a password keeper or a password manager, and the one I use is called Keeper, and I will link it or show you what it looks like in the app and Google Play stores. It has a desktop version for Chrome, and it also has mobile apps. So even when I'm on the go, I can log in to my various accounts and things using my password manager. So it's kind of two levels of protection. The password manager also allows you to set up the two-factor authentication for all of your logins, and the password manager itself needs to have two-factor authentication. I have a degree in math and physics, and actually my senior year, one of the proofs that I did for like my senior seminar before graduation course, I did a proof on how security key or password two-factor authentication keys can not be like hacked. The only way that people are going to get your information now is if someone gives it to them, and that someone could be you. So there's a term called like I think it's social hacking, where basically they'll send you an email with a link, but they make it look like it's coming from your bank. And then you click on the link, it looks like your bank's website, and so you put in your login credentials. Having a password manager is something that can, help prevent you from putting your login credentials into a website they're not supposed to go into. I'm pretty sure it's called like social engineering hacking or social hacking. But it's basically like making the human make a mistake to give away their sensitive information. So as long as you are staying vigilant about that, if you have two-factor authentication turned on, people are not going to get into your accounts. Like I said, I did the proof on this. There is a mathematical proof that shows that there is not a computer robust enough, fast enough, powerful enough to try all of the possible two-factor authentication key like combinations to be able to like hack into your account if you have two-factor authentication turned on. So being vigilant, having a password manager, turning on two-factor authentication, and being on the lookout for like phishing scams and stuff. I mean, I have to do that with my own stuff, but like I'm also in possession of many businesses, financial information, tax information, and so it's not going to be me if their information is compromised. I have to do what I need to do to be able to prevent that from happening. Otherwise, my clients wouldn't trust me to work on their finances. I wanted to talk about that because, yeah, it is definitely concerning that someone who is not elected being given access to all of our data. You can still safeguard your accounts, your resources, your assets from being compromised by taking certain precautions. So my recommendation is using the password manager. I use Keeper. I don't know if they have a free plan. I pay for the paid plan because it's a business expense for me, but if you're able to afford it, use that. Google also has like a Google Authenticator app that is free, that you can set up two-factor authentication through with your various accounts and apps. So that's my recommendation. That's my thoughts on it as someone who prepares taxes and deals with taxpayer data on a regular daily basis. Those are my thoughts and my recommendations.